My name is Tim Reha here live in Portland at the Portland VR Meetup with Gavin and Mike from Pangos, and it's a hot event. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome. We're really excited to be here tonight. It's a sold-out show, and there's people on a waiting list, and there's just crazy VR. We're part of this really amazing experience, and we're showing our work, demoing the new VR drone with our sister aerial company, Attain Aerial. And Mike is also joining us. It's good to have my business partner here.
I saw you guys up in Seattle at the SFX event where we met, and then kind of some other events up in Seattle. So what do you have cooking?
What do I have going?
Well, I see like the big camera rigs. Your guys is 360 there. What do you do?
So I think we're just here to kind of showcase some of the technology. We do a ton of different stuff. We do 360 video, we do photogrammetry, we do gigapixel photography, interactive, anything that has to do with interactive technology, that's where we like to play. So we like to try and stay at the forefront as much as possible, and that means learning new technologies, what feels like almost every day.
So I've seen some of your work in like Time Magazine. I know Zuck used one of your Pangos for the launch of Facebook 360 photos, and you were recently doing something in Everest?
Yeah, Sports Illustrated is going to be releasing a Climb Everest VR film, and our team was the camera team behind the capture. We trained a team of mountaineering experts to ascend to the top of Everest with all our gear, and they successfully summited, and they brought back the footage, and we have been working tirelessly for the last 6 months stitching that footage together and creating a film for, it's basically the Time Life VR category, and one of their properties is Sports Illustrated. And so, that's coming out in a couple months.
And what about, can you talk about the Mars thing?
Ooh, Gavin should talk about the Mars.
Yeah, so I don't know if anyone saw the Martian movie, but there's actually there's a company that predates that concept of growing food on Mars about 2 years, and they approached us and they told us that they needed a proprietary camera system to be built that could actually live in Mars atmospheric conditions. So we did it. We built it. It's a pressurized CubeSat, and it's been shooting a time-lapse video of these potatoes growing in Mars-like conditions for the last 3 months, and the potato successfully grew. So I think we're all gonna survive. We're all gonna live on Mars successfully in about 100 years.
And Mike, the landscape's changing really fast in this virtual reality, augmented reality space. What's your kind of perception of what's going to happen this next year?
Oh, boy, if I knew the answer to that, I'd be a billionaire already. I think that's a really hard question to answer. I think that we'll see an explosion of 360 video and capture systems. The new capture systems that are coming out on a daily basis are pretty amazing. There's some really great stuff that's coming. And I think that you'll see some stuff that starts to drop in price that makes it easier for consumers to go out and capture their own experiences, right? And to be able to share that on YouTube. I think that you're going to see an explosion in AR and mixed reality with everything that's coming about. You're starting to see people that are filming 360 video in green screen environments and then layering back in some sort of CGI after the fact.
How do people engage with you guys for business, and what types of customers do you like to work with?
We like to work with pretty much anybody, right? If anybody's going to
pay cash,
anybody who's going to pay our rent for us, we're going to love to work with them. But kind of our core market is we love towers. Somebody like the Space Needle, World Trade Center, places like that, Reunion Tower. Those are all really great clients for us. But we also want to work in telling stories. So the creatives, the filmmakers, people who have either some sort of documentary style film to tell or a story, that's the kind of stuff that we really thrive on. We're working on a bunch of projects right now that have to do with some surfing. We've got some cool stuff that we're going to be working on with some additional summits around the globe, the 7 summits, and other really cool projects that'll take us across Eastern Africa.
Nice, that's fun. And so you guys are famous for kind of rigging up really interesting rigs, zip lines, quadricopters. What do you have over here?
Sure. Well, we've got the new Zcam S1 camera, which is an integrated. Sure. So this is sort of the latest 360 camera, and it's the Zcam S1, and it's an integrated system. It can shoot 6K footage. It's got integrated global shutter and integrated lighting. It's got 4 separate mics for ambisonic audio, and this actually does live streaming. Right now we've got a Ricoh Theta on top, which we use for live preview. But it's basically the best little camera on the market right now. And then over there on the right is the VR drone. Let's walk over there. Sure.
This is really cool.
So what this is I don't know if Steven wants to explain it, but it's basically it's a one-of-a-kind gimbal stabilized aerial drone where there's a vertical pole which holds the top array of cameras and the bottom array, and while the UAV flies around in the air, that pole stays stationary vertical, which means that the cameras stay stabilized, which means that you could conceivably watch live 360 footage from this. The drone would be missing, and you wouldn't get sick because the footage would be stabilized. And it's really a one of its kind. A lot of the other UAVs that have stabilized systems out there, they have the cameras just stabilized on the bottom, which means if you try to remove the drone from the shot, you get if you look up at the sky is just moving all over the place. So this is like a one-of-a-kind solution to a unique 360 capture problem.
What's your name?
Stephen Burt.
I know, I met Steve ago and was super excited to see the bird here. What's your background?
We've been building drones for about 8 years commercially for agriculture, video production, and virtual reality, and this is basically spawned out of our experience of trying to shoot aerial VR and all the problems that come with it.
It's pretty sophisticated technology and a lot of trial and error it's really cool to kind of see how you've progressed over the years.
Yeah, there's been a number of renditions. It wasn't always this easy, and there's been a lot of hiccups in the process, but we've gotten to a point now where we've got a very unique drone. Like Gavin mentioned, it's 3-axis stabilization built around the center of gravity of the drone, allowing us to quickly remove the drone from the image, get fully stabilized footage, and what's really exciting about this is it opens the door to live broadcast VR.
Yeah, we're speaking about like sports and virtual reality, all kinds of different opportunities for this. So this is a pretty early market, and this is kind of a leading edge of that, right?
Yeah. Yep. As far as we know, it's patent pending technology, and we're the first to come out with something like this.
You're not a startup, but this is kind of a startup project within a startup. What do you need for support to build this business? What kind of contacts?
Well, we're currently looking for investors.
Okay, we can't say too much about investment on camera, but that's cool. So how do people get a hold of you guys?
They can contact us at vrdrones.com or email us at info@vrdronesllc.com.
And Gavin, how do people get a hold of you?
Panogs.com. It's PANOGS.com. Or they can just open the latest cover of Sports Illustrated or Time Magazine. We're usually in there every other couple months. So
cool. Well, thanks for coming down to Portland. We are here at New Relic's office, hosted by Portland VR Meetup. My name's Tim Reha, signing off. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.